All right, howdy. So I apologize for the ambient noise from the amp. I think that's because I've got it hooked up to a guitar with single coils. But I wanted to do a real quick demo here to illustrate some of what the TC Electronics Hall of Fame will do. And I'm just kind of playing it generally today through a Fender or EVH 5153 head, the 50 watter. I'm on the clean channel right now because I think that's where you can hear things like reverbs and delays best. And you'll see that I've also got in the loop an El Capitan from Strymon, which is my current favorite faux tape delay in terms of being able to get a lot of different effects out of it. I also have and love the Wampler faux tape echo, and I've got some much simpler delays also, and some more complicated ones, including the Nemesis delay by Source Audio, which is also a great unit. But I wanted to kind of show, I always think for clean tones, reverb adds a lot of space to it, so I kind of wanted to show that. I'm not going to go over every feature that the pedal has on it because I think there are probably some great reviews of that already out there. I'm just kind of do some atmospheric stuff. So here is what the amp sounds like. This is just a plain old Strat into the clean channel. Now I know most people think when they think guitar and reverb, they think spring reverb. And this has several different reverbs on it. It's got halls, churches, things like that, all of which I think are kind of just different permutations of a couple different delay types. I will show you here what it sounds like with a, that's a spring reverb. I actually favor, being a studio guy, a plate reverb. I like the wet sound of that. But just to give you some idea here, the decay affects kind of how long the delay lasts on the reverb. So after all, reverb is a kind of delay. And it goes all the way from nothing to really seriously washy, almost feeding back, and put it back kind of toward the middle. Similarly, you can affect the tone and really darken it up, or you can turn it all the way up and get a very bright, present reverb tail, mostly where you hear it. Same thing with the effects level. Obviously, off is nothing, and you've heard halfway up, and then all the way up, which I think is a little bit deep. A lot of these sound really great to me right in the middle. There's also a pre-delay, which is hard to hear. I'm going to put it on the bridge pickup for that because I think you can hear it better there. You'll hear kind of the difference between the attack of the note and where the reverb starts to come in. So there you go. There's a little bit longer one. There's a shorter one. And so just to kind of give an idea of the sounds of this thing. A nice lushness to it. You hear that especially in the in-between tones on the Strat. reverb also works really nicely with a good delay. You can really get some kind of atmospheric kinds of sounds, which I really like to do on these. Obviously for recording you want it down a little bit, and for the more atmospheric effects you can turn the mix back up. So anyway, but I think it's a really cool kind of, really adds a nice ambience to the guitar. And if you take it out of the circuit altogether, you know, if you're doing a lot of overdriven leads and things like that, the reverb doesn't fit so well. But I think for clean tones, it really adds a nice kind of lushness to it. So there you go.